Yo! What's going on, people? I just visited the CCAG gaming convention in Cleveland, Ohio. It was a pretty small show, but I had a good time while I was there. I also got an interview with Andrew from aetherbyte Studios. What he does is he makes new TurboGrafx games, so I thought that'd be pretty interesting to get an interview with him. I also have the stuff that I grabbed from the show, which I want to show you after the footage. So let's go!
What's up, everybody? I'm Steven. I'm here with Andrew from aetherbyte Games, right? Right. He did something really cool. He makes TurboGrafx games. So you want to tell us about your game that's on Xbox Live Arcade?
Like 2 years ago, I made a Berserk clone for the TurboGrafx CD, and now you see it's been ported to the Xbox 360. You can actually buy it in the Indie Games Marketplace for just 80 points. And it's got some improvements over the original TurboGrafx one if you played that, the one I made. But aside from the Xbox game I've made, I'm also still working on TurboGrafx stuff. Like you can see someone's playing a Pac-Man clone we're working on. And next to it, a little further over, man, it's so loud in here. This is a Defender clone I've started, and I got kind of tired of all the shooters that take place. They're always in space, so I took it and shoved it deep sea. This is all underwater, so you're like a cybernetic dolphin trying to save this underwater city from like robotic fish that are trying to kidnap everybody. But it's going to play basically the same as Defender, just with an obvious facelift. And it's probably hard to hear, but there's also chip tunes and sound effects that I've made. Like all the sound and music in all the games was done just by me for every game that's on the TurboGrafx. And the goal is to we're gonna make about 6 cloned arcade games and put them on a compilation disc. So you can buy just this one TurboGrafx CD game and get like 6 different arcade games to play around with. So you kind of get a good value for your money. And then this is where it all started. This is my original Berserk clone. It's a little rough because it's the first game I ever made, but all the chip tunes and sound effects on it were still made just by me. And I did the art for this, which is why it looks terrible. Like the other games that I'm working on, I've had art help now. People that actually know what they're doing help paint stuff. So that's basically what I work on, mostly TurboGrafx stuff, but if I can do it well enough, I actually want to start porting these also to the indie marketplace to get more of my stuff out to people who don't have the TurboGrafx CD because it's kind of obscure.
Yes, it is.
So it would be nice to have people be able to play them on the Xbox, which obviously a lot more people have, and because it's in the digital marketplace, there's no pressing fees or any physical stuff you have to buy. It's like a charge for this, so you pay like $1 to get a game. So hopefully it works out.
How long have you been doing this, like making all these games? When did you start?
This one started in 2008 and finished in 2009. It took exactly like 1 year to make, which is kind of creepy. Like exactly 1 year later, it was completely done. So for roughly about 2.5 to 3 years now, I've been working on programming stuff.
What about these two? How long have you been working on them?
This one started right when Insanity finished. It's been on and off for like a year or two because we paused it a few times to work on some other stuff like a chiptune utility to make chiptunes and a couple other things that were kind of like under the hood things that no one else really sees, but it was sort of like enhancements to the code, like for CD loading and things that you don't see but we see that kind of help things. But it's been about a year for the Pac-Man clone, and then this started about a week ago. Like 6 hours worth of coding went into it, I'd say. Not too much yet.
So this is only 6 hours of work right here?
Yeah, well the art, the guy that did the artwork, I don't know how long it took him. It was still pretty quick, like maybe in about a weekend he provided all the artwork, which is pretty nice because it's nice looking artwork for so fast. But
It is.
yeah, the coding, about 6 hours of work. And I don't know if you can hear if I turn it up maybe. Oh, it's all the way up. The chiptunes in it, the song I made, it took, I don't know, maybe like a day or so of working on the song. So the music and stuff kind of comes quick because I play guitar and synths and stuff. So I have a musical background, so it's kind of fun to make chiptunes on an old system. So.
Yeah, this is really cool though. I wasn't expecting to run anything like this when I came here. I was just expecting a bunch of old games.
Yeah, I like to be different.
Nothing new, but old at the same time. You know?
Right, yeah. I try to mix it up, so.
It's really cool though because a lot of stuff that people are making now is just like a lot of YouTube games. And everybody's trying to get into that. It's really cool that somebody's making a lot of retro games, like really old school, like almost. I don't want to say exactly, but kind of almost Japanese inspired sort of.
Well, yeah, this is a Japanese system. It did better in Japan than it did in America, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, we try to put some Japanese spin, like the shooter elements to this would be kind of like R-Type or Gradius for those kind of games. So,
well, thanks a lot, Andrew.
oh, thank you.
And make sure you check out his game Insanity X for the Xbox 360. It's in the indie games market.
Right, let's take a look at the games I got at the show. Here's the first one. It's a ball number 1 for the PS1. It's a ball number 1's a pretty good fighter. I don't really think it got enough people to really appreciate it like I did, because a lot of people just got it for the Final Fantasy VII demo. But I thought it was a pretty good game. Next game I got is Star Wars Masters of something. This is a Star Wars fighting game, and I've never played it before, but I heard it was pretty bad, so I just wanted to check it out for that, actually. So maybe I'll do a video on it. I don't know. Next game is Resident Evil Long Box for PS1. I already have this. I showed it in a video I did earlier, but this one's in better condition. Like you see right here, there's no initials, and also the paper is still on the side of the box. And this one also has a booklet. I don't think the other one does, but this one's in really good condition. Next game is Star Ocean for the PlayStation 1. This game is okay. I don't know. I can never really get past the beginning. I already have it in my collection, but I didn't have a box for it, or a case. Next game is Front Mission for the Super Famicom. I don't have a Super Famicom, but when I get one, I'll be sure to play Front Mission. I have Front Mission 3 and 4, but yeah. Here's Super Princess Peach for the DS. This is a game I heard a lot of good stuff about, but I've never played it, and I'm actually really glad I picked it up. I had a lot of fun playing as Peach rescuing Mario, so this time Mario's the stupid bitch, isn't he? And I got High Velocity for the Sega Saturn. It's an Atlas racing game, and I never heard of it before, I think about 3 weeks ago, when I saw it at Muzz's store. But I'm actually really glad I grabbed it, so it's in my collection now. Next game is Mega Man X4 for the Sega Saturn. Nothing much to say, it's Mega Man X4. Rayman for the Sega Saturn. I already have it for PlayStation 1, but I want to see how it runs on the Saturn, since 2D games ran better on the Saturn than they did on PlayStation. Next game is Azure Dreams for the PS1. It's a pretty decent RPG. It's kind of like, not exactly, but sort of like Pokemon. Not really like Pokemon. You only have one monster, but I don't know. I'll probably do a video on it later, so I can show you more about it when I do that. Next thing I got is this Persona 3. The cool thing about this one is I think this was the game, the version of it that came out when the game came out, because it has a soundtrack and an art book. Let's see if I can show some art from the art book. And the game, it doesn't have the same case as the normal Persona 3 did. And this was one of two things that I was really excited that I grabbed at the show. I'll show this one first. I found Tactics Ogre for the PlayStation 1, which is a game I've been looking for PS1 for a little while. It's in pretty good condition. The booklet still looks pretty good. So I'm really glad I have that for my PlayStation collection. And the last game I got, which I was really happy to find there, was Dragon Warrior for the Nintendo in a really, really nice box. The guy at the show said nobody had ever played it, but I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly true. But the box is in beautiful condition. It still has everything in it. It has the, I don't know if you can see it right here. Let me see. It still has a piece of styrofoam at the bottom. And it's got all the inserts still, like from Nintendo Power, and the instruction manual, and whatever, playing with high power Nintendo. So that's all the stuff I got from the show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm working on some new videos right now, and I should have them done soon, so thanks for watching. Peace!